Hi everyone, I'm Brimstone. Welcome to review of Diatribes, the 6th record by the band Napalm Death. Today we're celebrating the 30th anniversary of the album, so I decided to go back and see if it still holds up or not. I've already viewed their next two records, so go check those videos out. My story with this band is quite simple. Back when I was younger, my siblings were massive fans of Napalm Death. They had all of their CDs, including this one, the next ones. At the time, the 2000 record, Enemy of the Music Business or something like that, was the newest one, and they would play me all of that stuff all the time. Since then I'm a massive fan of this band. My favorite release is Words from the Exit Wounds. I know that it's not popular opinion, but I don't care. Diatribes is the first of the trilogy of records where Napalm Death decided to experiment with their sound, which of course agitated the fanbase. But looking back at these records, they're actually quite interesting and they sound different from what the band usually does. I love the cover art for this one. It looks very futuristic. When it comes to the lineup, we've got Barney on the vocals, Jesse and Mitch on the guitars, Shane on the bass and backing vocals, and Danny on the drums. The so-called classic lineup of this band. And as usual, every band member except the vocalist and the drummer provides songs for the album. The production is tight. It was handled by Colin Richardson. It has punch to it, no loudness or no clipping, just the way I like it. It sounds clear, has that clarity. I do enjoy it a lot. Message is diverse. The songs are usually about societal issues, politics, the government, but also personal struggles, all of that stuff. I urge you to read them by yourself. Some of them are quite nice, others not so much. Structure of the tracks is basic. Usually we've got a standard intro, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, first pre-chorus, chorus, then we get a bridge which has from 2 to 5 different segments, then they go back to either the chorus or the verse, and then the song ends. Usually. When it comes to the music genre, as I stated before, this is an experimental phase of the band where they decided to mix death metal with lots of groove metal and nu metal influences. On the next record, nu metal especially became more prominent, while on the 1998 release it was like a mix between groove and nu and some death. I'm pretty sure the middle part of the trilogy is the most experimental, while this one and the Words from the Exit Wounds are more similar to each other and more brutal compared to the 97 record. When it comes to the musicianship, let's start with the drummer. He's phenomenal, his double bass work, his groove, the style of precision of his playing, the tempo changes, it's all here and it's wonderful. Next we've got the bass. It's audible, it usually follows the guitars, but we have lots of moments here where only the bassist and the drummer are playing, or the bassist deviates from the stuff that the guitarists are playing, so that's quite nice. When it comes to the guitar work, there's lots of variety happening. We've got really fast, thrashy riffs, some more brutal, slower ones mixed with those very groovy parts, and even some nu metalish, eerie melodies here and there. It's quite interesting and one of the better aspects of this release. Last but not least, let's mention the vocals by Barney. His growling is on point, same with the shouting and yelling, but some of the other vocals do not sit well with me, like for example the half-spoken word on Code Forgiveness or Self-Betrayal. I'm not sure if that's even Barney or the other dude, but it sounds really weird to me, and some of the vocals do not sound like they are in line with the music, like they're off the beat or just do not fit the song that is happening in the background, so I do not enjoy that. I wish it was more unified and the vocalists actually put more effort into the vocals. Now let's rate the individual songs. The album opens up with Grid Killing, and this song is actually quite interesting. I am not sure what kind of reception it got, probably negative, but it sounds really weird. It reminds me of the video game Carmageddon for some reason. The entire track sounds like a mix between Fear Factory from Obsolete era, so years later, and Machine Head first record. It just sounds like that. It's a weird amalgamation of styles, but it works. I do enjoy it. The chorus is actually quite funny. The screaming there. It's one of the songs that stands out the most from the bunch. 8 out of 10. Glimpse into Genocide. This is my favorite piece of music here. I love the guitar riffs, the crunchy heaviness, the groovy parts, the nu metalish in the background. Jesse did a fantastic job with this one, 10 out of 10. Next we've got Ripe for the Breaking, written by Mitch and Shane, and also it's probably my second favorite song here. I just love the nu metalish atmosphere this one has, the crunchiness of the guitars, the drumming, it's all phenomenal. While it's not perfect, it's still one of the most memorable parts of this release, 9 out of 10. Curse to Crawl is another song that stands out because it features some rapping in the vocals, like slight rapping here and there. This song is quite fun to listen to, especially the chorus and the bridge, but that's just it. 8- out of 10. Cold Forgiveness, written by Mitch and Jesse, would have been my favorite song on the record if it weren't for the vocals, which just do not fit the music, but the entire song without the vocals slaps. I love the eerie, dark and evil atmosphere it has, guitar-wise especially the drumming, the hypnotic atmosphere, hell yeah, 9- out of 10. My Own Worst Enemy, I do enjoy most of the guitar riffs here and the drumming, some of the vocals do not sit well with me. Overall, it's one of the weaker songs here, but it's still a fun time, 7- out of 10. Just Rewards, another song just by Mitch. This one brings more energy and intensity to the mix. I do love the verses and the chorus, but again, it's not a song that you're going to remember, 7+ out of 10. Dogma is my second favorite piece of music here. It was written by Shane and he did a fantastic job with it. I love the atmosphere here, yet again it's very oppressive and nu metalish sounding. The chorus and the bridge are my favorite parts, 9+ out of 10. Take the Strain, this one is the weakest song by far. While it has some fun groovy moments, the vocals just do not connect with the music at all. It's so weird, so I usually skip this one, 6 out of 10. The title song, Diatribes, this one would have been my favorite song, but I'm not a big fan of the first part of it. But the second part, the groovy, dudum, all of that stuff, it works wonderfully, but it's not the entire song. Half of the song is like more it's like average and the other song is like perfect, so because of that only 6+ out of 10. Placate, Sedate, Eradicate, another song by Jesse, and yet again he hit the jackpot. I love the drumming here, the guitar work, the energy of this one, there's urgency to it. It's a song that you're going to actually remember from the album, 8 out of 10. And the final song on the Standard Edition, Corrosive Elements. This song, it's actually quite disappointing as a closer. It's fun to listen to, but overall you're not going to remember it. Everyone is doing their job, but it could have been so much more, 7 out of 10. Now let's rate the bonus songs from the Grid Killing EP that came out a year earlier. Those are B-sides from those recording sessions, because the entire record was recorded in 95 and then released at the beginning of 96. Self-Betrayal is a song that sounds a little bit too close to Cold Forgiveness. I am not sure why. Yet again, it has those very weird sounding vocals that do not fit the music. But overall, the main melody and the hypnotic atmosphere is cool, but it's a little bit too repetitive. That's my only complaint here. 8- out of 10. Finer Truths, White Lies. This song brings the hit back, the energy. I do enjoy this one a lot. It's a fun time. I'm not sure why it's not on the record. 8 out of 10. Antibody, another song that brings more death metal atmosphere, do all of that stuff. It has energy, but yet again the vocals slightly drag it down. 8- out of 10. And the final song, All Links Severed. It's written by Jesse, and it's actually the weakest song he wrote during those recording sessions. I do enjoy it, it has more death metalish feeling to it, but overall it does not stand out from the rest. It's a good song that you're going to have good time, but it's not going to stay in your memory at all. To sum it all up, the consistency is stable, the flow is fitting, gravity. Yeah, it's a good release, but in my opinion it's the weakest out of the trilogy. There isn't enough experimentation here, and also while songs are good, they aren't that good. I hope you know what I mean. They're way above average and you're going to have good time, but most of them you're not going to remember, or they aren't going to leave an lasting impression on you. Another thing that doesn't work in favor of this release is its length. The 12 songs, they are a little bit too long. I would just trim it down, remove some of the tracks. add the Finer Truths and Antibody to the tracklist instead of some of the songs because they're shorter and also they bring more energy into the mix. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this review. It's my final Napalm Death review because I've only wanted to review those 3 records, those experimental ones, because people don't like them, and I actually do, even if they're not that, you know, that special. They're still fun to listen to. There are some good songs here. My favorite one obviously is Glimpse into Genocide, also Ripe for the Breaking, Curse to Crow, Cold Forgiveness, Dogma, Diatribes, Placate, Sedate, Eradicate, Finer Truths, White Lies and Antibody. That's something that you should look into. Other songs, maybe not so much. Celebrate yourself by spinning this record today. It deserves your attention. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe. Follow me on my Instagram, links in the description. Shout out to all of my Patreon supporters who gracefully sponsor these videos. You're all truly wonderful. If you want, you can join them so I can make an album review, lyric video, or maybe do MIDI cover, whatever you need. Link in the description as well. See you next time. Bye!